Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Comic Book Nerd. And in today's video, we of course have our Maul episode 5 and 6 breakdown. We're going to talk about what happened in said episodes. We're going to talk about how this sets up for the finale and what the future of Star Wars is after this season of Maul Shadow Lord. But first, if you're already new to the channel, you already know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, turn that bell on, as that is the #1 way you can support us here at the channel. We are on the road to Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Keep it up with all the latest news, leaks, rumors, all of that stuff. Again, that is the #1 way you can support us here at the channel, is by, of course, hitting that subscribe button. And without further ado, let us go ahead and hop into this breakdown of episode 5 and 6 of Maul Shadow Lord. So, of course, Maul Shadow Lord episode 5 was literally just the Empire arriving on Janix, right? The Empire, of course, getting the distress call at the end of episode 4, them arriving, and now they are questioning Lawson. Lawson gets questioned by one of the leaders of the Empire, right? So again, Maul is literally out for revenge, or he is just trying to escape all of Order 66 and the Empire right now. That is the full premise of this episode. I'm going to be so real. That episode was completely boring. There was really nothing to talk about in that episode. So again, episode number 5 was literally just the Empire coming in, taking over Janix, of course, surrendering everybody, or of course, kidnapping everybody pretty much, taking over the whole planet, and of course, doing what they want on Janix. Then Lawson, he gets interrogated, but the big end of that episode, episode number 5, is, of course, we see Devin and her Jedi Master, of course, with Lawson at the end of the episode. Then they have to retreat. Of course, the Empire is after them because they are very important figures in this show, and ultimately that is where we leave off episode number 5. So moving into episode number 6. Episode number 6 is a little bit more interesting, right? After, of course, the interrogation scenes with Lawson being interrogated, we get some really good fights by the Inquisitors and Maul, right? These guys are really, really interesting. I really enjoyed the lightsaber fights. I really did. That is kind of what Star Wars is all about, right? So, again, the ending of Maul Shadow Lord, of course, is going to probably lead into Star Wars Rebels Season 2. That's just kind of where we've been getting at this entire time. I said it in the breakdown of episode number 1 and 2 of this show, that this episode, or this show, is going to end with Vader taking on Maul. That is kind of what this setting up is. The premise. Darth Vader is going to be, of course, with Emperor Palpatine. There's still a little bit of Anakin left in this Vader, though, because again, this is just the earlier on Vader. He has yet to fully on be Darth Vader yet, so Anakin is still left inside of him just a little bit, but for now, that is what this show is setting up, is Maul Shadow Lord going up against Darth Vader, because again, at the end there, episode number 6, that was the big twist, right? Of course, one of the Inquisitors, he went to his quote-unquote Lord and basically told him what happened and asked what needed to be done. Of course, on Janix, they are talking about Maul here. Of course, Maul, and we know how that's going to end. Maul versus Vader is going to happen in the finale. I truly believe it. We are, of course, just one episode away from this Maul Shadow Lord finale. So this is kind of just an ending explained / breakdown of the episode. I really just wanted to talk about that ending here of Maul Shadow Lord episode number 6, as Star Wars is literally fully back, man. I am so excited that Star Wars is back. I want, of course, Matchler to show up at the end. Of course, we would love to see a Maul versus Vader fight there. I truly believe that is what is setting up. And then in season 2, he kind of leaves Janix, and goes to another planet, and then we kind of get the same thing again leading into Star Wars Rebels. So again, we already know we're going to get a season 2. I fully expect there to be a Vader versus Darth Maul fight there in the finale, or at least a hint of it in the finale. Maybe they do that in season 2. But I do expect us at some point during this show, Star Wars Maul, that we do get a Vader versus Maul fight. I think everyone is pretty much expecting that. I will say, like I said earlier, the lightsaber battle in that episode number 6 was just absolutely incredible stuff to watch. And ultimately, I'm very much looking forward to these next couple of episodes. And this is the last ones that we are getting together. So, again, there's a lot to take from this, but the main twist at the end here is, of course, Emperor Palpatine. I believe Emperor Palpatine, or maybe Darth Vader. Probably it's going to be Darth Vader at the end, of course, with one of the Grand Inquisitors setting himself up for a Vader versus Maul fight. And I cannot wait for it. So, you guys, let me know your thoughts on this video recap / breakdown in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, turn that bell on, as we do our best to post on this channel every single day. Later today, we will have an update on the future of the MCU, and we will have an update, of course, on the X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as we're on the road to Avengers Doomsday, Avengers Secret Wars. Hit that sub button. That's the #1 way you can support us here at the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.